Ladies and gentlemen, kindly stand for the national anthem. India, ideas, innovation, incredible, inspiring. What better way to start this day than with the national anthem? Because that's what we're going to be celebrating today. India, the land that has been home to some of the oldest, the best, and the most glorious stories, and that today continues to be the birthplace of some of the latest, the greatest, and the most path-breaking stories. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the grand finale of India's largest entrepreneurial summit, TechSparks 2014, the annual showcase of innovation and entrepreneurship in India, where we celebrate hopes, dreams, failures, successes, but most importantly, the stories. Our stories, my story, your story. I'm Mohan Ram, an aspiring entrepreneur and your host for today. Someday, I aspire to be India's best MC for technology conferences and startup events. And when I approached the Your Story team, they readily gave me the best platform that I could have asked for, the best launchpad that I could have asked for, the grand finale of TechSparks 2014. And here I am, making my day-long pitch in front of some of the best minds in the country. And that is just one example of what Your Story has been doing for years now. What once started as a startup for startups has over the years nurtured the entrepreneurial aspirations of hundreds of homegrown country, giving them everything they need to spread their wings and fly. Be it encouragement and support, be it media coverage, be it industry connections, and a big platform like TechSparks. This is the 5th edition of TechSparks, and it has been an amazing story in itself. Starting off in 2010 with just one sponsor, TechSparks is today India's flagship event for innovation and entrepreneurship, thanks to the generous support extended by our sponsors. At the outset, we want to extend a big, heartfelt thanks to our sponsors. Exclusive VC partner, Sequoia Capital. Cloud partner, Amazon Web Services. Technology partner, Intel. Opportunity partner, Dubai Silicon Oasis Authority. .com.net powered by VeriSign. Knowledge sponsor, Stanford Ignite. Financial technology partner, Intuit QuickBooks. Accelerator partner, Target. Growth partner, Brand Capital. Taxi partner, Ola Cabs. This year, the regional rounds of TechSparks were held in 5 cities, Bangalore, Delhi, Mumbai, Pune, and Chennai, and it all comes together here at the grand finale today. It's an action-packed day today at TechSparks. We have an exciting agenda, a great lineup of speakers and panel discussions. And to get things started here, I'd like to now welcome Chandan from Your Story.
Mohan, yeah.
Da Sharma for all of you. At a time when startups were not cool, 7 young people came together to start a company over 3 decades ago that has been a trailblazer in many ways. But its biggest achievement has been to set the stage for the entry of Indian software firms to the global arena. From a tech startup guy to Time Magazine's 100 most influential people in the world, Nandan Nilekani's journey is an inspiration to all of us entrepreneurs. Infosys founder, chairman of UIDAI, author of Imagining India, philanthropist, and politician. Of all the hats that Nandan Nilekani dons, it's probably one of a techie entrepreneur that he wears most easily. To tell us about building a global business out of India, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to invite on stage an icon of our times, Nandan Nilekani.
Thank you, Shraddha, for inviting me here. It's really great to be here.
So we've been receiving some questions. Anyone in the audience, would you like to ask Nandan any question? Anyone?
It's too early in the morning.
Right.
I think
Thanks,
there's
Nandan.
somebody there.
Is there a question? Okay.
I think we should
Okay,
wrap up.
great. Thank you so much, Nandan, for that inspiring talk and
See you guys.
telling us your thoughts about how to
We'll meet now.
build global businesses out of India. I'm sure there were a lot more questions. We'll take them on Twitter, so keep sending us your questions. Moving on. Shailendra Singh is Managing Director of Sequoia Capital India. He has been investing in startups in India for almost 9 years. Today, at Sequoia Capital, he focuses on sectors such as consumer, healthcare, financial, internet, mobile, outsourcing, and technology. His investments include massive successes such as Just Dial, Dhruva, Mu Sigma, Pine Labs, Practo, FreeCharge, and several others. Keynote speaker here at TechSparks for the last 3 years. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in welcoming Shailendra Singh. Okay, great. If there are further questions, please direct them to Mr. Shailendra on Twitter. He's on Twitter. I think it's Singh_Sequoia.
Correct.
Okay, so please direct them to Mr. Shailendra. You can also send your questions on Twitter to Jubin. His ID is at JUB_IN. Thank you, Mr. Shailendra.
Thanks all. Thank
Next, we have a panel discussion, and we'd request you to kindly stay on.
you. Okay.
Okay, thank you. So our first panel discussion for today, building great teams in a competitive market. 2 successful startups, Practo, disruptive marketplace for patients to reach out to doctors and to book appointments. FreeCharge, one of those rare and original e-commerce products built out of the understanding of the Indian consumer psyche instead of aping global products. FreeCharge has today become India's premier recharging and lifestyle destination. Joining us on the panel, we have Shashank ND, CEO of Practo, and Alok Goel, CEO of FreeCharge. And we request Mr. Shailendra Singh to kindly moderate the panel.
But guys, our time is up. So do we have time for questions or?
Slightly short in time, so we'll take the questions on Twitter. But thank you. It's been a very exciting panel discussion. Thank you, Shailendra. Thank you, Shashank, and thank you, Alok. So guys, here's an exciting announcement. Okay, so pull out your cell phones and send out those tweets. Hashtag #TSparks. You stand to, the person creating the most buzz on Twitter stands a chance to win a 10K voucher from Flipkart. You can also tweet pictures of the event. The person with the best picture stands a chance to win a 5K voucher from Flipkart. Right? So tweet away. Our next panel is called How to Growth Hack Global Products Out of India. The thing that will strike you about the lineup of this panel is how different they all are. One provides accounting solutions for small businesses, another provides cloud telephony for call center operations, and a third provides customized advertisement. But they're all startups that made a dent in their marketplace within 1 year of their arrival. In an ecosystem where 90% of startups eventually fail, this is nothing short of a wow. Yeah. So how did they do this? How do you identify that one need in your marketplace and develop the solution? And then how do you scale up and build on early success? Joining us on the panel is Chetan Kulkarni, co-founder and CEO, Visuary, Ambarish Gupta, CEO and founder, Nolarity Communications, Advitiya Sharma, co-founder, Housing.com, Sriram Krishnamachari, Head of Sales and Business Development, Intuit India, Sridharan Ramakrishna, Managing Editor of ET Now. And to moderate this panel, we have one of the most recognized faces of the Indian startup ecosystem, Chairman and co-founder of Frictionless Ventures, our very own Ravi Gururaj. Ladies and gentlemen, please give them all a big round of applause. Okay, once
Okay,
again,
morning.
please welcome the panelists. Chetan Kulkarni, co-founder and CEO Visury. Ambarish Gupta, CEO and founder Nolarity Communications. Advitiya Sharma, co-founder Housing.com. Sri Ram Krishnamachari, head of sales and business development, Intuit India. Sridharan Ramakrishna, managing editor of ET Now. Over to you, Ravi.
Awesome. So we've got some great entrepreneurs here and some industry experts, both on the journalistic side and the big company side as well. So we'll learn a lot today on how to build great products out of India. So let's start. Panelists representing Housing.com, ET Now, Intuit, Nolarity, and Visury. Big round.
And special thanks to our moderator, Ravi Gururaj. Thank you so much, Ravi. Okay, here are a couple of announcements. For entrepreneurs planning to meet VCs, for VCs planning to meet entrepreneurs, there's a room called Sitara outside the Grand Ballroom. You'll have to take a left once you exit the Grand Ballroom. So throughout the day, you can have your discussions there. The room is called Sitara. Also, it's an action-packed day here at Tech Sparks, but if some of you want to step out, have refreshments, tea and coffee is being served in the exhibitor area throughout the day. But listen, you might not want to step out right now because coming up is a very interesting talk. In today's day and age, as entrepreneurs, to understand branding and digital media is of paramount importance. After the successful Indian Mars mission, a tweet went out, "Well done, ISRO, well done. We may be a crowded country, but you've shown us that we're still pretty good at managing space. #Mangalyaan." That tweet alone received about 2,000 retweets and 1,000 odd favorites. It takes you to be Ramesh Srivats to tweet 24/7 across 365 days a year on politics, poems, sports, scams, anything and everything of interest. Equally unique is his Twitter bio. An armchair thinker, excessive drinker, occasional writer who wants to be lighter. Just like his Twitter account, Ramesh is one of the most creative individuals you'll come across. He is the founder of 10-10-10 that designs apps for brands that are fun, useful, social, and have the potential to become powerful brand assets. Who better than Ramesh to tell us about how to stand out in the age of digital clutter and noise and to create your own unique branding. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Ramesh Srivats.
I didn't put that.
Their hands full with the judging. I'll hand over the mic again to Ram.
Some great companies there in Tech 30. So India, watch out for some of these companies. They already have some great traction going on. And by next Tech Sparks, some of them might be acquired. Some of them might have raised funds. So all the best for all the Tech 30 teams. Moving on to our next session, the viral fever. Run a Google search on this term and you will not find medical symptoms, but links to some of the most hilarious videos. TVF Media Labs, the company that makes the viral fever videos, has set the tone for the entry of indigenous video content for the internet. Now, other startups are also entering this space, but the credit for setting the trend goes to one man who showed and led the way, Arunabh Kumar, CEO and founder, the Viral Fever Media Labs. From one video, one DSLR camera, and a rejection from MTV, how Arunabh turned his obstacles into opportunities is utterly inspiring. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the man himself, Arunabh Kumar.
Hello guys, hi. The last time I was in a room with so many smart people who had so much conviction in their words was not actually in IIT but in a political party meeting. And I'm actually intimidated to face this kind of an audience where everyone is so, they're talking tech, these are the things which have become Greek Latin to me. Anyway, I'll have to keep it short.
Thanks to the panelists from News Hunt, Truecaller, and Octro. Ladies and gentlemen, we're coming towards the end of today's sessions. Our last session talks about what does it take to make a great global startup. How can startups ensure they have the right ingredients to make them a global success? Our next speaker has over 15 years of experience across internet, telecommunications, and consulting working in India and the United States. Here to tell us the Twitter story is the Director of Business Development for Twitter for India and Southeast Asia. Please welcome Arvinder Gujral. Ladies and gentlemen, Arvinder Gujral.
Hello, can you hear me? Awesome. For a second, I felt like a rock star, but I'm not. You can look at me. I'm a Sardar from India. I have nothing to do with rock. The only thing I do with rock is throw stones at people when they make fun of me. Coming.
Ladies and gentlemen, give him a big round of applause. Arvinder Gujral from Twitter. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, it's a wrap on the official agenda of Tech Sparks. I now welcome Shraddha on stage. Not yet. Just give us a few minutes. We have with us Joint Director of IT, Government of Karnataka, Mamta Gowda, who would like to say a few closing remarks. She's just stepped out, so just give us a few minutes to get back. And for people who haven't been tweeting, use hashtag TSparks. This is your last chance. There are gift vouchers being given away. And the announcement of the Tech 30 winner is going to be made in just a couple of minutes. So how has the day been so far? Good? Everyone's tired? Yeah? Charged up or tired? Charged up and tired. No time to get charged up? Okay. But I think it's been an action-packed day. We hope we all take away a lot of valuable stuff from here. A lot of international representation here. I think we'll just give us a few minutes. We'll get Mamta Gowda back on stage. Okay. Can we have Shraddha? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, to give the closing remarks on the grand finale of TechSparks 2014, we have Mamta Gowda, Joint Director of IT, Government of Karnataka. Please welcome her with a big round of applause. Mamta Gowda. Ladies and gentlemen, with that, it's a wrap here at the 5th edition of TechSparks 2014. Congrats to the winners. Thanks to our sponsors. Thanks to all the technician team for helping us put together this big event. Thanks to our speakers, our panelists, the startups that attended, and all the participants. Thank you. Good night.